What up, y'all? Welcome to the Digital Pitballs. And I know I got a lot of haters who just can't get with the information I kick. So fragilistic, LEXP, shit's ferocious. Got you all caught up smelling like halitosis. And you know this. So I hit you with, in November, the Bitcoin 750. You didn't buy it because you didn't believe. If you don't do what you have never done, you will not receive what you never had. Thus, you remain where you are, a victim of circumstance. Now, I'm going to bring you some quick information, some quick news on the furthering of the monetary slavery you are experiencing. I hope I do not bust your bubble. But in the meantime and in between time, see, we're going to work this my way and not yours. I'm just here to hand you this little bit of information amidst all of the Satanism and hate a nigga get for doing it. And oh well, it is what it is. And it's going to be what it's going to be. So I hit you with the Bitcoin at 750 in November. By December, the Bitcoin had hit 850. By January 1st, it had hit 1,000. By February, it had hit 1,300. And then the explosion. Shit shot to 3,000. Currently today, let's take a quick look. Because you know how y'all be about pitballs and the shit I be doing. Hating. Y'all rather go listen to a dumbass meth crackhead amphetamine type dude tell you about some dumb shit. Y'all love that shit because y'all stay stupid. You rather hear that the Bible enslaved you because you love being stupid. You don't want me to expose to you that the Quakers used that Bible to go create the abolitionist movement and formulate the Underground Railroad for the slave. Where Harriet Tubman says her famous quote, "I could have freed a whole lot more of them had they only knew they were a slave." Well, apparently they did not know, and she could not free them. So currently I'm having that same issue. What up, Asaga? Ask your woman, did I get that right? What up, Asaga wife? The Hood Alchemist. I like that name. The Hood Alchemist. Isn't an alchemist one who can transform silver into gold in one form of an alchemist? I read the book, The Alchemist, about a little boy who travels, finds out that he was always where he needed to be. The Bitcoin is not like a stock, the Hood Alchemist. The Bitcoin is like a dollar bill, more so than a stock. It has an actual, it could be used for trade. You could take a Bitcoin wallet, purchase you $50,000 worth of Bitcoins, put it on one of those little key cards. You got 50,000 on the key card, stick that down at the bottom of your purse, jump on a plane, fly over to China or Africa or Australia or wherever you want to go as a free slave. Buy you a bunch of diamonds, transfer the Bitcoins for the diamonds, take the diamonds back out the country with you to some other country like Brazil, turn them diamonds back into Bitcoins for double the amount, get back on the plane with your Bitcoin and come back to America and sit around making veggie cookies. And people trying to figure out how she just be balling like that. What she do for a living? You say, I practice being a free slave instead of a economic slave stuck to the 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. I'm operating in cryptocurrency. So a Bitcoin is cryptocurrency, meaning it's an electronic currency. A stock is just a purchase of a company, but I can't go buy shit with that. I must transfer that into some sort of currency in order to purchase the value I have profited. But it does profit like a stock. So basically, you could buy a Bitcoin, the Hood Alchemist, and you could sit on it and just sit on it. And had you bought it at $750, let's go see what it's worth. I'm sorry, y'all be coming with the cold questions and yes, right. Well, I gave up a website that we just used. It's a bunch of them, but I just happen to like this one for the meantime and in between time. Yo, you work your way and I'm gonna work it mine, right? So hold on, let me see what's up with this website. Did the government shut their shit down? What's going on? Oh shit. Okay, so the Hood Alchemist. What up? Moki. I could say Moki. A saga take practice, but Moki, I got that. Okay, so here's what we did, right? Boom. In November, we offered the Bitcoin. You can go back and look. I have the video with the amount in the title of the video because I wanted to make sure I kept a record, and it was worth $750, the Hood Alchemist. So if you'd have bought, let's say, 10 Bitcoins at $7,500, well, today, Hood Alchemist, your 10 Bitcoins would be worth $26,000 just for following the Digital Pit Boss show. And if you would have gave me a $5 donation, a $500 donation every month since then, you would still have $15,000 in profit. So, don't say I never done nothing for you. I never really seen you on the channel, so welcome to the show where the views are few, but the knowledge deep. The knowledge runs deep. We don't sleep over here. We thinking what our opponent is thinking and thinking what our opponent thinks that we're thinking and constantly thinking what our opponent thinks we think that they're thinking so we can lock their podcast up in the think tank. I don't know how to say that, but I gets it in. So yeah, currently the Bitcoin's worth $2,608.92. I may have to put that in the title so we can keep up with the price as I go live. You see this little graph down here? This is just in the, I don't know, maybe last 30 days or something, but it was down at 24.88 and just now, I promise you, since the Bitcoin, it's in the Senate bill now. Now the government is shaking in their boots. They doing what slave masters do. The goddamn slaves have figured a way around us. They're on some underground cryptocurrency road. It's called Deep Blue. Is that what it's called? When this shit first came out, it was real secretive. Only STEM-based engineered minds was on it. All them literary orators up there in Harlem, them niggas was tap dancing on 125th Street fighting over if the Bible enslaved black people or not. The dumb shit. That's the dumb shit. Did a book enslave you because somebody told? These niggas is ridiculous. But you know, you can't tell a nigga nothing when they hate that Bible. When they hate that Bible, they don't want to hear shit. So check it out. Let me play you some audio. Lay down some rough leather. What up, Divine Love? We getting it in on this Bitcoin right quick. Y'all make sure you go check out Divine Love's early morning yoga sessions. You know, we just trying to support one another. It's Black economics. Pitt getting tired of seeing this shit. You better get with the program because I'm about to dip with the chips. You feel what I'm saying? Move to the ranch. And y'all gonna have to catch up because it's a must her be there. So, you know, let's get to this audio right quick, right? Let me drop that bomb on you right quick. Get it out.
You already know that the United States of America is the land of the fee and home of the slave. You'll definitely know it if the political parasites of this country get to pass Senate Bill 1241. Share this video with everybody you know.
The war on drugs was never actually about slowing down or stopping the import and use of illegal narcotics. It was about eliminating competition so that government agencies could generate handsome revenues by protecting their suppliers and running their own drug distribution business. It's called a monopoly. It's not okay for you to run drugs, but they can do it all day long. And as the joke goes, the only way marijuana can kill you is if somebody takes 25 pounds of it, throws it out of a CIA drug plane, and it hits you in the damn head. This is more true than it is funny. And then we have the infamous war on terror. It's not about stopping individuals or groups from inciting violence for political means. In fact, we already know that U.S. agencies have funded, trained, and armed the very terror groups that are supposedly on the FBI's terror watch list when they supported them in the takeover of Libya and in the attempt to take over Syria. So the question has to be asked, what are the purposes behind the ideological wars against drugs and terror really about? Well, since the real victims going back to the 1970s when the war on drugs was instituted by President Richard Nixon have been the millions of Americans incarcerated for victimless crimes and the billions of dollars seized without a trial and what is known as civil forfeiture, then it's fairly obvious who these wars were really focused against. And since the advent of the Patriot Act, which hasn't stopped a single terrorist or terror event following the terror attacks on 9/11, the ability of Americans to do as they please with their own money has been stymied in the government's attempt to monitor and regulate every single transaction individuals choose to conduct. But with the rise of cryptocurrencies and the new fears coming out that decentralized virtual money could actually start or magnify a financial crisis, Congress on May 25th submitted a bill making it illegal for anyone to have a medium-sized amount of cash, Bitcoin, or other currencies outside of a bank without telling the government how much you have, where you have it, and why you have it by filling out new federal forms. Individuals guilty of holding such assets beyond the pale of favored banking institutions will be subject to asset confiscation and imprisonment. What's that we hear about the land of the free? This bill, which was introduced on the floor of the US Senate, is almost too ridiculous to believe. And what did they decide to name it? Combating Money Laundering, Terrorist Financing, and Counterfeiting Act of 2017. Remember, guys, whatever these political parasites decide to name a bill, the result is almost always opposite to what they name it. And you can probably already guess its contents. Cash is evil, Bitcoin is evil. Now they've gone so far as to include prepaid mobile phones, retail gift vouchers, or even electronic coupons. Evil, evil, and evil. These people are certifiably insane and militant. Among the bill's sweeping provisions, the government aims to greatly extend its authority to seize your assets through civil asset forfeiture. Civil asset forfeiture rules allow the government to take whatever they want from you without a trial or any due process of law.
A tractor-trailer stop for a traffic violation leads to a search and the discovery of large blocks containing almost $200,000 cash that officers keep on the suspicion that it's drug money. In fact, Interstate 40 has become a major profit center for Tennessee law enforcement, with officers stopping and often searching out-of-state vehicles.
Under civil forfeiture, you give law enforcement a direct and perverse incentive to go out and try to take as much property from citizens as possible.
It's a way to make money for your task force, honestly.
Well, you know, when you say make money, I guess it is a way for us to continue to fund our operation.
What we're doing, we're taking advantage of how the laws are, to use the money to be able to put back to fight the drugs. So everything's paid through seizures and fines.
So if these officers out on the interstate don't come up with cash, then they might lose their jobs.
So it's a possibility, yes.
This new bill adds a laundry list of offenses for which they can legally seize your assets, all of which pertain to money laundering and other financial crimes. Here's the thing, though. They've also vastly expanded on the definition of such financial crimes, including failure to fill out a form if you happen to be transporting more than $10,000 worth of monetary instruments. Have too much cash? Well, you better tell the government. If not, they're authorizing themselves in this bill to seize not just the money you didn't report, but all of your assets and bank accounts. They even go so far as to specifically name safety deposit boxes among the various assets that they can seize if you don't fill out the form. Yet another reason for storing gold, cash, and silver in an overseas safety deposit box. This is unbelievable on so many levels. It's crazy to begin with that these people are so consumed by the fact that someone has $10,000 in cash, but it's even crazier that they're threatening to take everything you own merely for not filling out a piece of paper without any due process whatsoever. Oh, and on top of civil asset forfeiture penalties, there are also criminal penalties. Right now, according to current law, they can imprison you for up to 5 years for not filling out the form. 5 years! But apparently that doesn't go far enough to protect us against evil men in caves halfway around the world. So this bill aims to double the criminal penalty to 10 years in prison. And if that weren't enough, this bill also gives them new authority to engage in surveillance and wiretapping, including phone and email, if they have even a hint of suspicion that you might be transporting excess money instruments. Usually, wiretapping authority is reserved for major crimes like kidnapping, human trafficking, and felony fraud. Now we can add cash to that list. And guys, it's not just government spy agencies you have to worry about. Banks in the US are already unpaid government spies required by law to fill out suspicious activity reports on their customers. Then Congress started expanding those requirements to include other businesses and industries that might come into contact with cash. Stockbrokers, casinos, currency exchanges, precious metals dealers, pawnbrokers, and the post office. According to law, Section 5312 of U.S. Code Title 31, those industries are also required to spy on their customers for the government. But under this new bill, they want to forcibly recruit even more unpaid spies, including any business which issues or redeems anything that's prepaid. Prepaid credit cards, prepaid phones, prepaid retail gift cards, prepaid coupons. So Amazon.com, which issues and redeems prepaid gift cards, will be required under this bill to file reports to the government. Heck, for that matter, TGI Fridays and Chuck E. Cheese will also become unpaid government spies, since they both issue and redeem prepaid vouchers. These senators aren't striking at the heart of ISIS. They're striking at the heart of the American people. Further, their bill wants to pull any business which issues cryptocurrency under the anti-money laundering regulatory umbrella. And here's where these people demonstrate that they have no idea what they're talking about. Use Bitcoin. There's no Bitcoin central bank. There's no chairman of Bitcoin who decides on a whim to increase the supply. Bitcoin is created automatically amounts that are predetermined by its code. It's software. So the Senate is essentially trying to force the Bitcoin core software to comply with money laundering regulations. How pathetically clueless. The bill also attempts to drop a major bomb on Bitcoin by including it in the list of monetary instruments that must be reported when entering or leaving the US. So theoretically, if you leave the US with more than $10,000 in Bitcoin or some other cryptocurrency, you'd have to confess this fact to the authorities or otherwise face the aforementioned penalties, which would be prison time and civil asset forfeiture. And thus you have land of the fee, home of the slave. As you can see, this bill criminalizes or delegitimizes the most mundane and harmless financial activities, all under the guise of keeping us safe. And of course, nothing in this bill is about keeping people safe. ISIS could care less about forms and penalties. This bill is nothing more than another weapon in their ongoing war on cash and now cryptocurrency, which is essentially a war against you and me. Handing over your liberty to gain a little security yet? Like and share this video with everybody you know.
Okay, people, here's the question. Did you hear the double speak? Did you get what they were saying? So here's what you got to do. You got to buy this book. Monetary instruments. That was the double speak in the bill, right? So a monetary instrument would be some sort of tool used for monetary trade. Now, if you just kind of caught on the Pit Boss channel and you think that I'm over here talking lightweight information, or because my channel don't get 50 million views that the info I'm dropping is irrelevant, well, you tell me who introduced you to the double speak. So if you knew, let me reread, reinforce, reinstitute, ingrain, transform, out All right. Sorry about that. I had to restart my computer. You know how they do. Now I be having some issues. I gotta clean my computer again. I stay at it. Okay, so we back on what we call double speak, which as you get ready to watch the process of the government versus the Bitcoin or against financial instruments or cryptocurrencies, apparently they see. Hold on. Filming live. I'm gonna hit you right back. Holla back. So get this book. You want to know how to get this book? Contact me. 99lightyears@gmail.com. I'm gonna show you how to get it for about $3. Get you a book. But you want this book because here's the breakdown of the doublespeak. Doublespeak is a language that pretends to communicate, but really doesn't. It is a language that makes the bad seem good, the negative appear positive, the unpleasant appear attractive or at least tolerable. Doublespeak is a language that avoids or shifts responsibility. Language that is at variance with its real and purported meaning. It is a language that conceals or prevents thought rather than extending thought. Doublespeak limits thought. And that's what they're doing in the slickness of the way that they operate in the government. They don't really want you to know, right? Let me do some quick movie magic. You know, I got all kind of shit going on over here. Oh, snap. Y'all see everything in my glasses, seeing through my rear view. Okay, so what's going to happen in the future? If they could pass this bill, it wouldn't end Bitcoin. It wouldn't even end the transactions without the government involvement. Same way cash is moving around the hood and they don't know every transaction going on. That's just what it is, right? It's just that the ability to cross over continents is something different, and they need to put a goddamn shackle on their slaves, right? So if you don't own a Bitcoin, then you just been out the loop. You afraid to go for the gusto, change up, switch up your game up. That's just what it is. Now, it's a sad thing of what people are calling consciousness these days. The satanistic lies that they're spreading about information of consciousness is ridiculous. And too many people are buying into it because they don't like what the white man is doing. This Senate bill has nothing to do with their use of the Bible. This Senate bill falls under the category of magic, the art of words. The art of words, that's magic. Now, because this has a destructive property to it, it then falls under the subcategory of magic as black magic. I didn't make this shit up. Black magic don't represent black people. That it ain't talking about the color of your skin. It's talking about the effect of the words. Is it a positive effect or a negative effect? According to the English Webster definitions of black magic, white magic, and gray magic, and rainbow magic, they got your ass going crazy. They got the so-called fake conscious community spinning over their head, pushing their agenda. Damn, what's up with this computer? Hope it stays straight. And they just moving through you. They got you wasting time focused on the wrong shit. And all the while it's working. I see this most ridiculous YouTubers get all of the views because they'll sit there and smoke crack on the screen, wrapped up in a blunt wrap, and talk about the dumbest shit that ain't gonna help you none, right? But the white man, the bad white man, and even the baddest white man, the Jew. Woo! What you know about the Ashkenazi? That boy done crept in and took over everything. So you're watching the circus act on the news. They coming for you. They see what's going on. But thankfully, the STEM-based part of our society, those with the scientific, computer-based knowledge, with the advanced technology, the ability to engineer a plan to mathematically run through their shit. Those are the ones creating Bitcoin companies. Those are the ones creating all the sophisticated systems. And they're going to be the ones fighting this. Now, I would tell you to go vote. But it ain't going to matter. Because you can't vote. You're a slave. You got the illusion of voting. You got the illusion. There's a small amount of merit to a local vote, a state vote, but God damn it, the votes are based on computers, and computers are based on STEM-based minds, and STEM-based minds work for the government in this capacity. And if you really think that your vote counted to make you feel worthy of some shit, go vote. But I promise you, your vote never counted and never will. You got the illusion of inclusion, and that's it. So what can you do? You can get sophisticated. You could become a cryptomaniac. You could become a computer scientist in your own right. We don't give a shit about all these fake ass PhDs who's given the Vanguard Award to protect the bourgeoisie and the talented 10th buffer zone of the white Satanists of America. That's not going to help you. Marching down the goddamn street over this ain't going to help you. Pulling out your weapon and taking a couple of buck shots at the police ain't going to help you. It's not enough of you willing to die. It's not enough of you. So therefore, you got to become wiser than the serpent. Wiser than the serpent. Stop fighting the Bible. The Bible ain't against you. It's a book. It ain't against you. Unless you want it to be against you, then that damn thing can be against you. And you'll be the serpent fighting against the wiser of the serpent. If you enjoy some other form of information, Buddha, Krishna, Kemet, enjoy it. Get the good of it. But you are not elevating in consciousness because you went over there and you're still stuck over here and you don't have a goddamn computer engineering book in your hand. Let me show you something. Y'all better support my goddamn channel. I'm tired of this shit. The Hood Alchemist. So you got this book. This book. Because this book is based on American law. Magic. Black Magic Law Dictionary. Black magic. See the rainbow? That's magic. Law dictionary. Let's see which rainbow that is. That's the 7-color rainbow. Not the 6. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's the 7-color rainbow. There's 2 rainbows. It's the gay flag rainbow, the 666 rainbow. June 6, 26, in the 6th, on the 6th day of this, however, on the 6th day of the 6th month. Wait, no, on the 6th day of the week of the 6th month, on the 26th day, your black magic government legalized the rainbow flag and homosexuality and the rest of that shit Alice Bailey came up with in her 10-point plan that I went on Sinetta and dropped the thunderbolt that all the goddamn comedics got the double dutching around this biatch. The Hood Alchemist. This book. Marketing management. The way to take your hood alchemy to an extraordinary level. This book's so heavy, I just lift weights with it when I'm not feel like reading. I just do this for about 500 times. Get my mind strong and my muscles strong. You're either gonna win by mind or brawn. One of the ways you'll win. So what can we do with this marketing book? See the pyramid? You like that, don't you? In the pyramid, you got 5 at the top. Self-actualization needs, self-development and realization, top of the pyramid. Number 4, esteem needs, self-esteem, recognition, and status. On the 3rd of the pyramid, social needs, a sense of belonging, to be loved. 2nd, safety needs, security and protection. And at the bottom, in the base of the pyramid, the psychological need, food, water, and shelter. You know how y'all love to kick that shit. I need some food, water, and shelter. I'm a Raw Squad leader. And today, in the history of the skull bones, I'm going to take you back when Kemet was king. That goddamn Bible put us in slavery. Niggas is wasting time, dude. You better get you a scientific education, all that goddamn bullshit. Y'all niggas is wasting time. These white folks is putting it together on your ass. You got to go to their school to get a PhD so you can come back and be a black Satanist. What kind of shit is that? All right, so here's what we're going to do. This was just a short video. I'm going to change the title. I'm going to put the current Bitcoin price in the title. Right? Let me see. Bitcoin, put the dollar at 26.08 and some change, right? Let's take that. I'll take that. What else do y'all need for your repertoire to get your game up? What else can I throw at you? I think that was about a complete little quick, let's get it type of thing, right? So when pit boss go away, move into the crypto climate, I'm going to a crypto climate where I can only broadcast with my mind. And you're going to have to be able to receive the information by having your chakras open, your third eye and all that. It has to be aligned. You don't know what you're doing. If you continue to sit and think the Bible enslaved you, wait till these white folks get a hold of your ass and you find out they don't believe in the goddamn Bible. That is not the Bible working in the Senate. You niggas is crazy, I'm telling you. They is not sitting in the back praying to Jesus, what should we do to these slaves? And he like, you know what? Just going past that cryptocurrency financial institute bill on their ass, and we got them. That's not what's going on. They in there practicing black magic, coming up with all kind of devious type shit to make you feel like you have the illusion of freedom. Because the more you feel free, the less you complain. The more money you make, the less you complain. The more the bullshit seems to stay away from you. First thing you do is move away from the ignorance, right? Get out the ghetto, move out the black neighborhood, go find you an integrated society somewhere, right? Then you get a little bread. So you're like, well, you know, I'm going to invest in the hood. I'm going to go open up a hot wing stand, a soul food restaurant. Then you start selling everybody all of this junk food, so you can get yours up. Got you a hot wing stand, lemon pepper wings and all that, right? Look at the alchemist. She like, oh my God, they need to go vegan. They need to go vegan. I heard that before. Veganism. Some people in the jungle running around vegans. They ain't even vegans. They fruitarians. They don't even like you vegans. They think you low on the totem pole. They done moved on up to fruitarians. Just dumb shit. This is enslavement. Ignorance is enslavement. That's what slavery is, ignorance. Dead in the water. The blind following the blind. And let me throw a little diss out there, since Sonetta Network be on that bullshit. You know, I got to bust in your head, Sonetta. I know we cool, but I'm still pit boss, goddammit. Still bringing that heat. The dummies who say that the Bible is plagiarized from Kemet. The dummies who think that there's a Jesus coming. All y'all. I'm talking to all y'all. The Bible is an instruction that the Kemetics in the 1st century adopted to fight against the black magic of Rome. Rome did the same shit America is doing today. It was charging taxes, controlling the economics, buying up everything, stealing land. They stole all of Kemet. These dummies don't want to admit that the Kemetics, with all the black magic that they had, were confused about this shit. They were Hellenized. They said they wasn't fully Hellenized. They were still speaking Coptic, writing Coptic and Demotic, trying to complicate the scientific information that they had. But their gods were not real. The gods were expressions of nature that they had consumed themselves with. And they were not real. They had real expressions, but they couldn't do a damn thing to them Romans. The Romans took that shit and dominated, because their evilness was greater than that of the Kemetic. Their hatred to be subordinate was greater. And they came in town and shut shit down. They controlled Jerusalem. For all you Hebrews, they smacked you up and took Jerusalem. They went over to Kemet. For all you Cometians, smacked you up and took your shit too. They named that little area Africa. Now the whole continent named Africa. And the system that they laid in place remained. There was a time when that system wasn't in play, but it remained on the planet. And eventually they went back and captured that shit. 1895 in Berlin, they had a conference. See, if you follow Pit Boss, you would already, you know, I'm just repeating, regurgitating myself. But in 1895, in Berlin, white folks had a meeting. And they were going to chop up Africa. And they decided we'll sit here and make up which part we get and what part they get and blah, blah, blah. Slavery had already came to an end. So now it was a matter of pushing colonization a little further, controlling the assets. Because since human beings, people can't no longer legally be chattel, slavery is over. Well, the new slavery is going to be, we got to own them assets. We got to get that ore, the diamonds, the gold, the silver, any damn thing coming up out of there. That wasn't no Christianity pushing through Africa, smacking y'all up. That was black magic. The same shit they doing today. But because of the fake conscious community, the fake comedic RBG, fake black power, they pushing this overt bullshit. Real black power is covert and it's economic control of your environment. And you can't touch that with a bat, boy. I don't come out of their pre-programmed disposition. I come out of think tank. And we chopped and diced that bullshit up and said, if we all believe that shit, we'd be wasting our goddamn time. Nobody will become awakened to black magic. These niggas claim they ascending. They're about to have an ascension dummy program where they're going to ascend into, now you're going to go off and be vegans and talk about good health. Why that Bitcoin get passed on your ass because you're not conscious of what they doing, how they trying to combat. They not worried about the conscious community. They worried about the Bitcoin community. A bunch of white boys who decided they got tired of this shit and they created a Bitcoin. And now they all over the planet. China don't give a damn about America. They operate in Bitcoins, every cryptocurrency. It's a couple of them, Litecoin, all kinds of brands. It doesn't matter. They all same shit. And they trying to shut that shit down already. So if they pass it, we move closer into the 21st century of a full-on police state where you can't even have a computer chip of money in your pocket that's not reported to them. Who says they need to know what I'm doing? They do. Your masters, the ones that enslaved you. Now let's see if they use any Bible quotes as they run this rod through your thick head. Let's see if they come up with a Bible quote that fully, you know, reinstitute this Bible on your ass so they can fully enslave you with this thing. This ridiculous nigga shit. Y'all not tired of this shit yet? Dummies, man. All right. Anyway, let me move on because y'all might start bringing me down. Don't bring me down. Down, down, down. Oh, yeah, and for the Mockingbird, we're going to catch your ass. Don't think I forgot about you, Mockingbird. We got a cage for your ass. When we catch you, we fry chicken up around it. We frying Mockingbird around this bitch. I'm not forgetting nothing. I'm going to double back on the worst of you niggas. Yo, I put up a video. Y'all don't want to watch it, obviously, of Falami. just so y'all can kind of see who she was, hear her sing. We're going $1 million status with that. $1 million game with that. Just sit back. By the 1st, I said 1st of January, one of y'all gonna make $1 million with me. I don't know who it is. Falami might be stepping up to the plate to get that meal ticket. She might be stepping up to the meal ticket. Watch and believe. It's a lot going on. Let's see who this be. All right. So oh, that's you. Word up. Word up. All right, let me subscribe. Let me subscribe. All right. So if you want to come on the show, 99lightyears@gmail.com. You could even find me on my Facebook. I don't give out my Facebook all that much. Those that know me on Facebook, I just be on there bullshitting a little bit. Okay, so it's time to clear your minds and start thinking more correctly. I done presented way too much information on I got 500 videos. I done touched on everything. I don't care how many views they get. The shit go in. I ain't dropped shit where my shit didn't shut shit down. I know y'all ain't got 500 videos on your shit going in on 1,000 subjects. But if you do, shit, send me a link and let me see what you're working with. Let me see if you really know what you're talking about. So for those of you who fight against the paradigm, I'll give you the Catechetical Schools of Alexandria, 1st century. Fight that. For those of you who fight my paradigm, I give you the Booker T. Washington STEM-based education of 1881. That technology and information built the Bitcoin. That technology built all of this futuristic stuff that you're doing. I also give you the Bible this way. I'm not waiting on Jesus. I'm not bought into a white Jesus. I'm not bought into no dumb shit. Nothing. I bypass all that dumb shit. Luke 17:21, that the kingdom of God is within you. All you comedics already say that you're God. I say you could only be one with God, and God, it can't be stupid ever. God does not have to ascend into a higher level of consciousness. It begins there, stays there, never changes from there. Thus, if you fall down to some lower level of consciousness for some little small period of time, you are not God. You trying to be one with God. So you'll never be God. If you was God, shut this white man down. You can't do that. Be quiet. Because the white man is only fighting one thing. God. That's the only thing that you hear them complaining about. The Bible. Alice Bailey built a whole program against the Bible. Not against the Quran, not against comedic science, not against none of that shit. Just one thing, that Bible. Said that the Bible was in the way. Then what gets built with that Bible? The Underground Railroad got built with the Bible. Black Wall Street got built with the Bible. Now, for those of you who say Booker T is a coon, I got one for your ass, boy. I was just sitting there talking to some members of the think tank. that I ain't seen in a while. They hit me up, right? We was going over some Booker T type information. You know, that dude y'all say is a coon. And hold up, let me put that on pause. We don't want that to jump out the loop. Okay, let's get rid of that. So Allenworth. All right, let me show you something. I know this was about Bitcoin, but this show is really about my whole paradigm. Let me show you why Booker T is the coolest ever, and why all of these coon ass niggas call him a coon, and why Pitbull's paradigm has just dominated the conscious community to the point these niggas scared to say my name. Scared because they know, nigga, you say my name, I'm gonna focus on your paradigm. I'm gonna rip your shit to shreds, and I'm coming hard in the paint. They scared as shit. They like, please do not give him the light because this nigga is a jet eye. So here we got this brother right here, right? This is Lieutenant Colonel Allensworth with a cold double name. Let's read. This is just a little Wikipedia. You know, we could go deeper, but this is good for what I'm trying to do. Allensworth, born the 7th of April in 1842. That's slavery. And he died September 14th of September in 1914. 1 year before Booker T. Washington would die. Born into slavery in Kentucky, escaped during the American Civil War and became a Union soldier. Later, he became a Baptist minister. That boy went and got that Bible. And an educator, and was appointed as a chaplain in the United States Army. He was the first African American to reach the rank of lieutenant colonel. He planted numerous churches. He started doing what the Comedics did. He started building churches. And in 1908, he founded Allensworth, California, the only town in the state to be funded, financed, and governed by African Americans. This is in 1908. These Kemetic niggas, these Moorish niggas, these Islams ain't built no town and founded it. Not no crying ass Reggie city sovereignty plan where he following Imhotep. Ain't gonna get it done. But watch what gets it done. During the American Civil War, he escaped by joining the 44th Illinois Volunteers and later served 2 years in the Navy after being ordained as a minister. He worked as a teacher, studied theology, and led several churches. In 1880 and 1884, he served as the only black delegate from Kentucky in the Republican National Convention. Yeah, we started off rolling with the Republicans. In 1886, he gained an appointment as a military chaplain to the unit of the Buffalo Soldiers in the West and served as the U.S. Army for 20 years, retiring in 1906. Now look, after he retired, he got 2 years left on the planet and he don't even know it. Hold on. In addition to his work in developing churches, he was notable for the founding of a township of Allensworth, California in 1908, the same year he get out of working for the government. It was intended as an all-black community. All black. My girl black. My outfit black. Boy, my hat black. Glasses black. And my whip black. All black community, right? inhibited its success as a farming community. He didn't have that agriculture connected to his stem. And the residents abandoned it after a few generations. Much of the former town has been preserved as the Colonel Allensworth State Historic Park. It has marked the founder's dream and in a thriving community that has developed for some time. Now, watch this. It says that Allensworth was called, this is the post-Reconstruction era, Allensworth was called the State Street Church in Bowling Green, Alabama. Hold on. Everybody want to call while I'm filming. He also gave public lectures. Hold on, let me make sure I'm on the part. Oh, this is the part I need. Okay. Hold on. Real quick. Yeah. Okay. This is it. All right. Okay. I'm just looking for something. Hold on. Where is it? Here we go. I'm going down to this one. It says Allensworth soon developed as a colony among the educational organizations that flourished. Golden Age were the Campfire Girls, the Owl Club, the Girls Glee Club, and the Children's Saving Association for the town's youngest group, while the participants of the Sewing Circle, the Whist Club, the Debating Society, and the Theater Club was an admirer of the African-American educator Booker T. Washington, who was the founding president and longtime leader of Tuskegee Institute in Alabama. Allensworth dreamed that his new community could be self-sufficient and become known as Tuskegee of the West. They wasn't trying to build the NAACP of the West. They was trying to build the Kemet of America. I said in a video that Tuskegee was Kemet, right? The reason why I make that statement is because Kemet was called Kemet because of the black fertile soil, what it was able to do. And Kemet in America was Tuskegee because the land was fertile. It made bricks, food, and shelter. And water came from the rivers. Y'all can't touch me. I'm like MC Hammer. You can't touch this. Everything real connect to my shit. Nothing to their shit. When you get in this American shit and what we was doing as black people, building up this shit. You go look all over the country. What are they trying to do? They trying to do some Booker T. Washington type shit. That's it. If you don't know nothing about Allensworth, you never met Pit Boss. You're not going to learn about it in the institutions of higher dummy learning. Your damn show ain't going to come out an integrationist trying to rock with Booker T. If you're an integrationist, Booker T is not on your list. Your favorite guy is W.E.B. Du Bois. You might as well be as stupid as the PhD Dr. Esau. You might as well be that stupid. That's right. I said it. Stupid is as stupid does. And if you ain't understanding that they was trying to build a STEM-based society in Allensworth, California, and then I could go get Dearborn, Michigan, same thing. Black Wall Street, same thing. The other Black Wall Street in North Carolina, I forgot the name, same thing. And everybody was building churches. And they wasn't no goddamn 501c3s working with the government. And then you niggas claim it was enslaving us. You niggas is stupid. And you just niggas, black crackers. I'm gonna start calling you black crackers. You black crackers are black crackers. Y'all see my video on the black crackers? You might understand why I'm calling them a black cracker. You know my shit hit hard, and you know you niggas can't touch it. You can't go find Elijah and show me no cities built off his paradigm. You can't go get Dr. Drew Ali and show me nobody who built some shit off his paradigm. You damn sure can't go get W.E.B. Du Bois and show me nobody who built some shit off his paradigm, trying to be like them and built some shit. See, I'm presenting institution builders. They're presenting orators, civil rights leaders marching down the goddamn street all goddamn day. I bet you white people don't march for the Bitcoin. I bet you they put the work in. That's it. They're going to go put that work in. They're going to get right on their computers and come up with some new shit more advanced than the Bitcoin. They ain't about to do all that marching and shit. That's these integrationists bullshit. That's that bullshit. Overt action ain't gonna do a thing. That's that bullshit. That's why I don't do it. That's why I don't promote that shit. And that's why I don't join none of them motherfucking organizations. And I'm somebody who actually know these people. Been in the whip with all kinds of them. Umar, John, all them niggas. The Black Panthers, all of that. I've been there, done that. I support their effort, but I don't believe in the mission. But I support your effort. If that's what you know, do what you know. If you know a little, do a little. You know a lot, do a lot. What can I tell you? All I know is if you listen to me, I can save you some goddamn headache. That's all I know. I can save you some headache and a waste of your goddamn time. And why you niggas can't see the real, why you can't go get nobody in history that took this shit you running with and show me where they put some real shit together with it. I'll keep showing you these men, one after another, introducing you to history you never knew, one after another, and line them up till I got every one of them on the line. Every one of them that I'm gonna bring is an institution builder. No, I ain't just gonna show you some weak ass book he wrote. I don't give a shit if he got proper citation in his book. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Is the information effective or not? That's all that matters. But these fake ass, gay ass PhDs that they keep throwing at us on this fake ass conscious shit they keep on running on YouTube while they war back and forth. You see, they don't pick these wars with pit boss because I'll just turn back into some West Coast shit. Like, well, fuck it. Y'all want to play war, nigga? I grew up, nigga, on some war shit. That shit where they really gonna put some work in, nigga. We ain't gonna be talking about it. But I ain't on that. What I'm on is just trying to bring you some information, but because it killed your shit, you mad at me. You over here down liking my shit. I don't give a shit. I don't care. You can't stop it. You can't stop nothing. And I just keep on giving it to you. So for the few people, Pit Boss is cool. Trust and believe. I'm straight. But what about you? When are you going to realize what the real is? At least I'm willing to wake up, do a video, and bring you the information with all the hate and shit I get. With the look, one bitch ass nigga already down like the video. Who cares? You don't hurt my feelings or nothing. You don't do none of that. Every person that contacted me, I only tried to encourage to further bring their ideas and dreams into fruition. I can't do the shit for them. They got to do it. But I can encourage it. I can inspire it. And to some degree, I can assist with it. But what did they do? Not the ones that's rolling with me, just the entirety of the conscious community. They hate the game. They block the real. That's what they do. They block the real shit so that the bullshit can remain. They come dressed up with all this regalia shit on, and they fake and phony as shit. And they ain't going no further than Sonetta TV on your greatest day. You go past that, you'll be crushed. You'll be crushed coming with that bullshit. We're going to blow you out, show that you niggas is atheists, have no God, have no power within you. Your chakras is empty. Chakras do not manifest the metaphysical knowledge. It receives it. Then once it receives it, it then can transform it into reality. But it does not create the thought. That don't happen. The thought existed before you. This concept is cold. So here's something for you Hebrew Israelites to bicker and beef about. Let me hit y'all against your goddamn craniums, right? I keep watching these videos where you guys want to use revelations in the description of Christ with the bronze put into a fire and the white afro with the red blazing eyes. None of that shit is a physical description of Christ. The dream is about the metaphysical world. It is about the unseen kingdom of God that lives within you. The idea of Christ's feet being the color of bronze represented that the foundation of Christ, the foundation, was purified in fire, represented by the representation of bronze, put into the fire of purification. It is not a physical description. Although you want to use it against them white folks for that, it's not that. Anybody want to debunk that? You're welcome to the platform. I'll chew your ass up and spit you out because you're a futurist and you're waiting on an event that already occurred. That's like waiting on the Super Bowl of 2016. That's like sitting around talking about, you know, the Falcons going to play Seattle this year. I can't wait to see it. Stupid. That happened last year. Go back and watch the tape. This is why this whole shit is ridiculous. Don't nobody know what they talking about. They just arguing. Dumb versus dumber. Over and over and over. All goddamn day. Let me see if I got another hate. There we go. Another hate video. Another hate. I'll be waiting on y'all. It's probably the same person with 2 accounts. It's all good though. To you haters. That's what I think of you. And make sure you never reveal yourself, hater, or I'll burn your ass to the core. I'll put your ass on the stake. Air your ass out and gut you like a fish. You hate in the darkness. Because if you come to the light, I'm going to burn you in the fire. You got that? Now, if you're a brave hater, come to the light so I can see you. I'm going to burn you in the fire. To all my calculated risk takers, those that's still rolling with the program, I understand it's a hard and lonely road, but calculate your goddamn risk. Make your hater your motivator. Be impeccable with your words. Always do your best. Never make an assumption. Never take it personal. Think your way through it. Be good or be good at it. Let Black Ink give you the work while Pit Boss give you the business. Be about your money over your mangoes. Let it crack you in the head over and over and over and over and over till you get it. Till one day you just laying there, you walk through the store, somebody say something, and the first thing come out your goddamn mouth is a Pit Boss quote. And you crack them in their head with it, and they go, damn, where did you, woo, you deep, where you get that at? Don't even tell them about Pit Boss. Just keep hitting them with this shit. Don't give me no credit for nothing. Empower yourself. Donate to the platform if you believe in the real shit and you want more of it.